All right, all right. What's going on? Welcome back, everybody, to another The Final Crow post-game show. Gamecock Chuck. Got my buddy Jordan Dealmaker with us. 13 penalties. Questionable referee calls in the game, and South Carolina just could not overcome it and couldn't finish the game. Could not finish the game today as LSU beats South Carolina 36-33. Before we get into it, though, make sure you guys are hitting that like button. If you come in and watch it now, if you watch it later, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button if you're new. Become a channel member if you want to. I have that as well. Super chat if you want to talk about the game. Hit a super chat if you'd like. Helps contribute to the channel. If you want to drop your comment in the super chat, you can do that. If you want to drop a comment, you can do that. If you want to come in, I'm going to drop the link here in a little bit. This show is for the Gamecock fans, so it gives you guys an opportunity to vent your frustration, to say what you want to say. Let's just keep it. Professional, I guess you could say. Let's don't do anything out of the realm of craziness on here. Okay. What's up, Sporty P Digits? Jordan, how you doing?
Good, buddy. How about yourself?
Oh, I'm all right. I took a little bit of time to kind of relax and try to take in the game, try to I guess regroup myself after that heartbreaker. The thing that comes along with being a Gamecock fan, you know as well as I do. Everything was going good, and all of a sudden, next thing you know, you're trailing and the game's over. So just the Gamecock way, I guess you could say.
Well, I mean, typically I would tell you it was a chicken curse. That's what I would normally say. You and I are friends. We talk every day. Not a day goes by we don't communicate in some way, shape, or form. But this was a little bit different. This was a little bit different. To look at the box score, it says one thing. But to watch the game play by play like we did on your live, we beat LSU. Okay, we beat LSU in every aspect of the game. Did we make mistakes? Absolutely. We made mistakes. We turned the ball over. Red shirt freshman quarterback. That is to be expected. But this game got taken away from us. And you know me. I'm always one. Baseball, basketball, whatever. And you and I have these conversations. I'm like, we should have done better. We should have done better.
Yeah.
And this game got taken from us.
Yeah.
I still right now, there's two calls that I still don't. It's a phantom call. You've got a quarterback that threw an interception, turns into a defender, and goes toward the defender as a defender to tackle him, and we put hands on him in front of him, not on the back, in front of him, knock him down. We get called for that, and that damn phantom offensive pass interference that the damn commentators that don't even like us couldn't even figure out who did it.
Yeah. So, yeah, that call, and then I didn't realize that your jersey is part of your collar. Around your elbows, around your shoulders, I guess. I guess that's a new rule that you cannot grab any part of the jersey and tug a player down. So that's one call that really took 7 points away, along with the one you said when Kennard decked the quarterback after the interception. Yeah. So it's a mystery, man. It's a mystery, and the whole pass interference that nobody can explain. Nobody knows what happens. Even Herb Street and Fowler said that. So,
yeah, and listen, and they are not South Carolina homers, okay? As a matter of fact, they were LSU homers the whole damn game.
Oh yeah,
and they even said, I don't know what they saw, and then at the end of the game, when they made the completion down number 3, The ref called the damn thing out of bounds because he didn't control it to the ground. Well, they overturned that.
Yeah.
And then they were holding our edge rushers all game long.
Yeah.
All
Now,
game long.
the whole pass out of bounds, I'm not as mad about that one as I am the other ones, because he did catch the ball. He did bring it in. I mean, he didn't bring it to his body, but he caught it. But he didn't hold it through the ground. I don't think that's a college rule. I think that's more of an NFL rule.
And then we driving to win the game. We get a lined up offsides. Well, guess what? I don't know if any of y'all ever played football, but I sure have. I was a running back / slot. Okay. When you check on the line, they tell you back up.
Yeah.
The line judge will tell you back up. And they called that on. Man, they didn't want us to win that game.
Yeah.
They didn't want. I'm telling you, this is a coup. And whoever paid them damn good money, because they didn't win no damn bet. Because if you look at the line, South Carolina covered the line.
Yeah. Hey, PJ said he'll be a witness if we need it. So appreciate that. Let's bring on Gamecock Sporty. He's in the back room. Let's see what he's got to say. What's up, Sporty? How you doing?
Hey,
What's up, Bubba?
Hey, what's up? What's up, Jordan Dealmaker? How y'all doing?
Good, man. How you doing?
Man, I this is disgusting. Like, I woke up early. I woke up at 5:45, 5 in the morning, and walked to college game day from my apartment, all the way from my apartment to college game day next to the stadium. And I went to watch my team play, and they played really well. I mean, but I'm just gonna cut to the chase. This officiating today is the worst officiating that I've seen for any game that I've ever watched in college football, ever.
Yeah.
Ever.
Yeah.
Did we make some mistakes? Yeah, we did.
Yeah, we made a lot of them. Yeah. But did we get called for bullshit? Yeah, we got called for bullshit.
Yeah, we did. So 2 pick sixes, right? The first one was like in the first quarter, right? So Kyle Kennard gets pressure, gets pressure on Nussmeier, hits him, ball gets intercepted. I think O'Donnell Fortune picked it off, took it for a pick six.
Yes, he did.
Horse collar. I'm like, where is their horse collar?
Yep. My point's exactly.
It's not a horse collar if you're bringing someone down by the jersey. I mean, I kind of let that one slide early on because I was like, you know what? We've got a lot of momentum. We're taking it to them. We're getting the ball back. We're going to get into good field position. But then, like, when LSU was starting to claw back into the game and when it was late and when things mattered and we got that turnover, just so you guys know, I was sitting right behind. I was basically on the field. I was sitting front row, student section. I had a perfect view of the game.
Oh, man.
The pick six, even though it was on the other side of the field, I saw the Kyle Kennard block on Nussmeier. It was completely clean. It was completely legal. There's no reason on God's green earth that should have been a personal foul at all, period.
I agree. I mean, I watched it on television. That's the one that sent me over the edge. And after that one, it was the phantom that no one has ever seen, offensive pass interference.
Was that the one where Jacobs caught the deep ball by Ashford? Because I had the perfect view for that.
Yeah,
Campbell caught it.
Campbell caught it.
Yeah. That was I had a perfect view of that too because I was sitting like right by the goalpost, slightly to the left a little bit, where that ball was thrown. That was more. That was, if anything, that was defensive holding or pass interference. I saw the play, like the DB was grabbing onto his arm and pulling onto his jersey as he was running, and then he did a slight push, but like if anything, that should have been neutral or defensive holding because the guy was pulling his jersey, the guy was pulling at his hand or his arm.
Here's what I don't understand. I understand the rule book, okay? And Ultra Maga Dog just said that's the NFL rule. Well, guess what? We're not in the NFL, Ultra Maga Dog. This is collegiate Division I, Power 4 football. That's number one. Number two is, okay, say he pulled him down by the jersey. All right, call it a foul. Call it a foul. Tell me, please, someone enlighten me, educate me. Educate me on how you can throw an interception and become a defensive back running toward the receiver that is now running the ball, and someone touches you, and that's a personal foul. Tell me that. Please explain that to me. Tell me again how a damn receiver gets locked up by a defender on the opposite side of the field, 5 yards off the line of scrimmage, and he gets called for offensive pass interference, and the damn play was 32 yards down the field. Tell me that too. He didn't pick him. He didn't pull him. He didn't tug him. He didn't throw him to the ground. Explain that to me.
Wait, who'd they call? Did they call the PI on Campbell?
No. I don't know who they called on. I thought they said
that was the play.
Was it Bennett? I don't think nobody knows, man, because even Herbstreit, I could hear Herbstreit saying who was it on. Like they didn't even know who was really on.
Yeah, they did a replay 3 times, and they're like, we don't see where we don't understand.
I like to think of
I think it was either Bennett or Harbor they called it on, but
yeah, if Herbstreit said that.
And I'm gonna say something else. If you want to talk about NFL rules, then talk about NFL rules, okay? That's fine. You have your opinion, I have mine. But at the end of the day, on the 3-yard line, when they went in for the last score, they called it an incomplete pass because he didn't control the ball to the ground. And then they reversed it. Y'all, it was a damn coup. We outplayed them all. Now, we made some mistakes. We turned the ball over too many times. We made some mistakes. We had a live. I know you were at the game, Sporty. We had a live. I told Chuck. I said, when Lenoris went down, and that is a coaching decision, we should have tried to kick the field goal at the end of the second half.
That was poor play calling and poor coaching right there. We had 3 points.
Yeah.
Absolutely. And the second worst decision they made was to go for 2 twice. After the first penalty, kick the extra point. Okay?
Yep.
Kick
the field goal wins the game. Now, we missed the field goal, but the field goal wins the game for you if you take the extra point there. Because we would have been down by 2. I mean.
And who's to say that we wouldn't have made the field goal at the end of the second quarter? Who's to say that? We don't know.
Yeah.
We don't know. Yeah. But instead, you try to pass. I would have ran the ball. You didn't need 3 yards to get in the range. I would have ran the ball. But you take your quarterback and drop him back, and he gets his ankle twisted. That was a dumb decision.
Yeah.
So I say all that to say this. We made our own dumb decisions, but the damn officiating took this game from us.
Amen to that.
Hey, Rob Lightfoot said, this is how I'm looking at the situation. I didn't expect to go undefeated. We can wrestle North Sellers for Akron game, so let's get ready for Ole Miss game. We can still be – we still can be bowl eligible. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah. No, we're listen. Anybody that watches my channel, watches my videos, I'm a realist, okay? I say things that most people don't say. I say things against the Gamecock way. Why? Because I'm a realist. I'm 43 years old. I don't mind telling anybody. I'm 43 years old. My first game that I can remember was in 1985. Okay? I love the Gamecocks. I am what you call my family. We are boosters. All right. We have season tickets to every sport. I love this team. I love this team unconditionally. That's why I'm so upset about it.
Oh yeah.
I say all that to say this. 2 games ago, I talked trash. I talked trash to Beamer. I talked trash about the coaching staff because they didn't have the boys prepared to play the game. Last game, everybody called it a fluke that Kentucky beat themselves. And I'll be honest, Kentucky did kind of beat themselves. They did.
Yeah, they didn't help themselves at all.
Yeah, they did. This game, we beat them in every aspect of the game. Offense, defense, special teams. Did we screw up with a redshirt freshman quarterback? Absolutely. We screwed up. We made mistakes. We made some coaching mistakes on decisions. But at the end of the day, we beat that damn team.
Yeah.
We beat them. And the whole world saw it. The whole world saw it. And I'm glad it was on ABC because they're the same ones that went 3-on-1 against the next president. So I'm glad it was on their channel because that's how bullshit they are.
All right. What's up, Rooster? How you doing, brother? He is in the chat. He said he didn't have the back of the jersey. He had the shoulder of the jersey and pulled the quarterback down because the blocker pushed him past the quarterback. He had the shoulder. That's correct. That's the way I saw it.
Perfectly clean.
And I don't think that's a horse collar. I mean, maybe I'm wrong. I don't know. Maybe I'm just too old and don't understand the rules of the new college game or whatever. But to me, that is a good tackle or good attempt to tackle. So I don't know. David Green said they keep showing Bennett and Harbor. Couldn't decide on which one. Yeah, they had no clue about that damn pass interference. They really didn't. Rob Lightfoot said Clayton White should have coached us to win, but he is incompetent.
I disagree.
Yeah.
Disagree. I think White's done a lot with that defense.
I disagree with that statement. I disagree.
Here you go. Rooster said Harbor got called for PI on the opposite side of the field from the catch, but the defender on decamp also. Yep, and that wasn't called.
Correct.
Yep. He was
all perfect view of that. I was saying that just a few minutes ago.
Yeah, he was all over Campbell, man. They still didn't call no pass interference.
I was 20 yards away from where that happened. I was standing right behind the end zone. So,
well, I mean, at the end of the day, you know what? We took a L, and this meant more to LSU than it did us. Okay, let's be clear about it. Let's be clear about it. Anybody that picked us to beat LSU at the beginning of the year is smoking something. Because we would assume that LSU was the LSU of old, but guess what? They're not.
No,
they're not. And this was a feather in the cap. To me, I'm gonna tell y'all something. I did my predictions 2 months ago, and I said I thought we could win 6 games. I'm gonna tell you right now, I think we can win more than 6 games. I'm gonna be straight with you. We got a damn team to be reckoned with. And our quarterback and our offense, we showed today that we have receivers and our quarterback can make throws. Yeah. Okay. That was my big question mark. We showed today that our offensive line, and I know Rooster's listening, our offensive line can protect. They can protect.
What's up, Rooster? How you doing?
There he is.
Recovering from my anger.
Yeah, me too.
Same here.
I'm still not over mine, Rooster. I'm still not over mine.
It's hard.
Hey, you think so, Jordan? You don't sound angry at all.
No shit. No, I'm 8 beers in. I'm pissed the hell off.
Hey, I need a bye week.
Well,
I think I burned out so much energy on this football game today. And Ronald's right. If you go back and you watch, they kept running up the left side, and we didn't adjust. We did not adjust to take that rush up the left side away. We didn't adjust to take the tight end away. But and for some reason we owned the first quarter, and all of a sudden we decided to go to a 3-man front and soften up our defense, take the pressure off of Nussmeier, and that's when the momentum changed to LSU.
It did. And you know what? Rooster? Damn, if they got any 2 working brain cells, Brian Kelly said if they put the 3-man front up, we're going to run it straight at them. And that's what he did.
Yeah.
And we didn't stop Taylor. And believe me, South Carolina didn't play the perfect football game. Lenore's getting hurt didn't help either. Because at that point in time, Lenore's had just run the 75-yard touchdown. The next drive is when he got hurt. So then he was ineffective after that. We had to put Robbie in. Robbie at times looked like he was a little bit lost. But he made some plays. He gave us the opportunity. We should have made the field goal at the end of the game and tied the game, went to overtime. We missed it. There's no excuse for that. But there's also no excuse for the horrific. And I'm going to tell y'all, I have gone back, and ESPN has it right on YouTube, the slow motion video of both of the penalties on the pick sixes.
Mm-hmm.
Neither one of those were penalties.
Yes, sir. You're right.
If you go back, if you go back and you watch the Kyle Kennard, what they call a horse collar, when Kyle was running by and he was getting pushed by the tackle at the point he was coming by, he reached out and he grabbed on top of the shoulder where the numbers are on the jersey for Nussmeier. If you watch, even as he passed Nussmeier, there was never a re-grip. He never re-grabbed. The back of Nussmeier's jersey, guess what you could read? His whole name.
Yep.
His whole name tells you that Kyle Kennard's hand never got into the back of the shoulder pads or above the nameplate of the jersey. He had the shoulder of the jersey the whole time.
Yes, sir.
Yep.
That's not a horse collar.
Yes, sir.
On the second replay, if you go watch on the second pick six, Nussmeier, after he threw the interception, decided to take off running to make a tackle, which then makes you a defender.
Mm-hmm.
You are no longer a quarterback. You are a defender, and you are going after to make a tackle.
That's
guy can block you. And Kennard did not even hit him with a shoulder or helmet or nothing.
He put his hands out, Rooster.
Hands.
Yep.
He put his hands out,
pushed him. Look, that's a 260-pound defensive end pushing down a 200-pound quarterback.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
It looks worse than what it was, but the officials can't do that. You can't make a determination because one guy's bigger than the other one. Because if a 200-pound man can't play football and take a hit, then he don't need to be in the damn game.
Yep.
But at that point in time, after the interception, that means South Carolina's defense all of a sudden went to offense.
Correct.
So then Nussmeier is no different than a safety, a cornerback, or anybody else that's going to make a tackle. It's a bullshit call. There was ghost calls. The one sport he's talking about. They call an opposite side of the field pass interference on Nick Harbor because Nick Harbor went and engaged with the defensive back.
Yeah.
I get it. Hey, you can make that call. The difference was because DeCamp made a spectacular catch, even though it was pass interference, that never got called. And when I looked back up at the TV and we had gotten backed up, I was confused, man. I'm like, how the hell we just made a catch? There was not it never even showed up on TV that there was a flag even thrown on that play.
I saw the flag.
All of a sudden, we were just back.
I was live with Chuck. I saw the flag, and I even said this out loud. I said, damn, we just made the catch, and we're going to get 15 extra yards. That was my thoughts, Rooster.
Yeah.
We're going to get 15 extra yards here. And lo and behold, it was back 3 yards from the line of scrimmage, and they kept playing it over. And the guy that hates us the most, Kirk Herbstreit, even said, I don't know what they're talking about here. I can't see this. And he talked shit about us the whole game.
Yeah.
I tend to think Herbie's a pretty logical person. So if he's saying that if he can't see it, then that's definitely grounds to tell you that this is.
Well, I'm telling you right now, if South Carolina don't file a grievance against that crew needs to be, because all these refs get reviewed, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
And that's how they hold their status. I learned this about baseball when it comes to umpires, when it comes to when they're calling pitches, when it comes to balls and strikes and all that stuff. Even in college football, the refs get reviewed for their game calls. If South Carolina don't file a grievance against this crew, and they're not reviewed, I'll never understand why you wouldn't. I get it. We made bad plays. I'm not saying
we did. We made our mistakes. We did.
And we changed our defense. We stopped being aggressive on offense. All of a sudden, we went back to almost like throwing in the towel. I even said it during the game. I'm like, what are we doing? Are we just throwing in the white towel on offense now? We're not going to be aggressive anymore. We're not going to take shots. They got away from throwing the ball to the tight ends after the first quarter, which worked significantly for us.
Yeah.
And when the last 3 quarters of the game, did we even see that? No. Did you see any more like? like you did something in the first quarter, and then you got away. You went from aggressive to win the football game to totally trying not to lose.
Yep.
Well, and I've said this before, and listen, I know Shane Beamer. I mean, not like I've ever been to his house and had a beer with him, but I've met him numerous times. Shane Beamer's a great guy. And I think everything in his power, he tries to do the right thing. The problem is, think about Steve Spurrier days. Y'all remember way back when? I'm sitting in the stadium, and we start cheering because we lost by, I think it was 5. Steve Spurrier gets on national television and says, "Don't ever, ever cheer again for losing." And I think that's what Beamer lacks is he plays not to lose instead of plays to win.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Beamer,
At the end of the day, I don't give a rat's ass whether Dow Loggins is making the call, whether Clayton White's making the call. It goes through Beamer's headset, and he can override the call.
Yeah. Yeah, Beamer's niceness is not working, man. He's got to get tougher. He's got to be more. I don't know, like you said, he's got to get angry whenever we lose close games. Or
how many people have ever called Nick Saban nice?
Yeah.
Yeah.
How many people have ever called Kirby Smart nice? They're smart asses. Guess what? Steve Spurrier was a smart ass, but guess what?
Yep.
They all three have in common. They were winners.
Yeah. What's up, Brock Lee? He said, what's the update on Sellers? Sellers said he was fine, but I think he said he rolled up on his ankle. So I think
his toe was in the ground.
Yeah.
On a play, in my opinion, we should have ran the ball to try to get 2 or 3 yards and kick a damn field goal that we tried to pass. Yeah. That was a stupid ass call, and our damn starting quarterback got hurt.
Yeah.
Well, and I'm gonna tell you another thing I saw today out of our quarterbacks, and they have got to make better reads on RPOs. You look, I get what you want to do with the RPO, and you're riding the running back on whether the QB pulls and runs or whether you hand it off. But our QBs have to read that you're not going to pull the ball and run into the fucking teeth of a defense.
I know the play you're talking about.
It happened twice. Robbie did it, and Lil Norris did it.
Yep.
If you looked at the edge, if they'd have handed the ball off, there was no one. I mean, we had a blocker. There was one guy out there with a blocker in front of the running back, and he would have been gone.
Well, I remember I said it out when we were on live, and I said it. Lenoris pulled it from Rocket, and Lenoris literally got hit right at the line of scrimmage by 3 defensive linemen. The edge was coming in. Rocket had him beat by 2 steps, and he had a blocker out there. And I'm like, why in the hell did he pull that ball? But he pulled it. But you know what? Rooster? He is a redshirt freshman. He's still learning. But to me, he showed a lot of growth. Our receivers showed a lot of growth. Our offensive line showed a lot of growth today.
Yeah.
But we also show plays today that we've been begging for all year, which was short passes. The short passes to the tight ends. You got the ball in the hands of the playmakers, and they made plays.
The intermediate
all of a sudden, we hit this conservative mood. Yeah. And I get it. Maybe the defense adjusted and was trying to take those plays away from us. But then you find another outlet. We have to adjust to their adjustments, and we didn't. We just didn't do it in the second half.
If you take away the referees from taking 17 points, that's the way I feel.
Oh yeah,
17 points off the board.
Either way, we could have won the football game. But
if you take that away, our coaching staff got out coached by the other coaching staff. Mm-hmm. If you take the refs out of the equation, the 17 points that we should have had, we got out coached because we played not to lose instead of playing to win.
Well, and also the difference in that is LSU had to play to win because they were playing from behind. So they stayed aggressive in what they were doing. Where South Carolina, once we got to a 17-0 lead after the first quarter, we clammed up. Because if you think about it, if it wasn't for the 2 big plays from Lenoris and Rocket, what did South Carolina really do offensively?
Nothing.
Nothing at all.
Nothing after the first quarter. Nothing. If we would have won this game, it would have been because the defense got 2 pick sixes that did not have penalties.
Yeah.
After that, offensively, it took 2 70-plus yard runs to make our offense look like we did anything.
Yeah.
Minus those 2 out, we didn't do anything.
I'm going to tell y'all this too. This is my opinion. Y'all correct me if you disagree. Let me know. At the end, the last drive at the end of the second quarter, at the end of the first half, in my opinion, this is my opinion only, okay? We should have run the ball, tried to get at least back to the line of scrimmage, maybe gain 2 or 3 yards. We were 4 yards outside of field goal range.
Are you
Okay?
right?
Yes.
Hey, Tori, how you doing?
Hey, Tori, Mama Tori, how you doing?
She's watching the crazy guy from South Carolina that killed all the people.
Okay,
Or Florida. No, she's watching what's his name? The dude that had all the island, whatever his name was.
Jeffrey Epstein.
Yeah.
Epstein.
Yeah, she's watching it.
All right. But here's where we left points on the board. All right. At the end of the second half, we should have ran the ball right there. That's when Lenoris got hurt. We should have ran the ball, got it back to the line of scrimmage, and tried to kick a 52-yarder. If we make it, we make it. If we don't, we don't. All right? That's 3 points.
I'd like to point out that LSU was lining up in a 3-man front after that big ball we completed, that Lenoris completed to
That's correct, sir. They were. All right. Secondly, we went for a 2-point conversion, got backed up with a penalty, and did it again. All right, that's 5 points. That's 5 points, right? Everybody agrees with what I'm saying.
Well, I'll tell you another thing I saw in there that I was disappointed on. The turnover. Remember the fumble by Lenoris where Harold Perkins was to get blocked by Rocket? And
Yes.
Harold Perkins still got in there and made the play and the ball came out?
Yes.
If you go back and watch that block by Rocket Sanders for a guy that's been in the SEC for a long time and a very experienced running back, that was a terrible, terrible block. He dove at Harold Perkins.
Yep.
Harold Perkins is one of the best linebackers in the SEC. You don't dive at his leg to make a block. I don't care if you stand up. You take the hit from Harold Perkins. You stand in the way and go side to side and yell boo at him. Is a better block than what Rocket put on that play. That should have never, ever been a turnover, or he should have never even got close to Lenore Sellers. Rocket Sanders is a better football player than that block he threw. You do not dive at a linebacker's legs like that. Because if you missed, you missed, and he missed. He got a little bit of Harold Perkins' legs, but you can't do that against a defender of that caliber. You just can't do it.
Yeah.
And they were bound and determined to take Dylan Stewart out of this football game, and they did.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But we knew that. They had
that was their game.
tackles.
Absolutely.
But early on in the game, Clayton White was very aggressive about bringing pressure up the middle into Nussmeier's face. That shit went away with the 3-man front, and then we never saw Debo coming in on a blitz. Last week we saw Vakari Swain get a sack coming in on blitzes. We never saw that pressure come back after the first quarter, right up the middle, right up the gut, which was where LSU's offensive line is not very good. Nickel State was even bringing pressure on the interior side of that LSU offensive line. And we quit doing it. We stopped.
Now, Rooster, I want you to tell me the name of this guy because I watched him yesterday morning. And he said, I just can't get there. If you look at the box score of South Carolina playing Kentucky, they're trash. And he's an LSU guy, but he was like on an ESPN something or other. I don't know what it was. I can't remember. But listen, when he gets a live show, when he goes live, I'm calling him. Because let me tell you something. If LSU didn't learn nothing today, they learned that Nussmeier, it's a wonder if he'll even start next week because we put him on his ass all day long.
All right,
all
fellas.
day long.
I got to get off of here. Mama Tori said our refrigerator's having problems, so I got to go check on that. But appreciate you letting me on, Chuck. Jordan,
No problem.
Y'all
Appreciate
have a
it,
good
man.
Buddy.
evening,
See
buddy.
you. All right. Yeah, Deepak, welcome in. He made a
Everybody,
comment.
welcome. Hit the thumbs up.
Yeah, Deepak said we looked great the whole game. Even our backup quarterback looked good too. Dang, we got cheated by the crooked referees. Brock Lee said, it's bad when the announcer are asking where the penalty is. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, David Green said Lenoris looks better without goggles. Well, I don't know, David, if you wear glasses like I do. Sporty wears them. Chuck wears them. Now, if I had wraparound goggles, look, Sporty's an athlete. He plays ultimate frisbee. If you wear wraparound goggles on the peripheral on each side, I don't think you can see as good as you can with wraparounds. Am I right, Sporty?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. So I think that's why they found him damn, the kid's making $300,000-$400,000 a year. Shit, they ought to be able to buy him contacts. You know?
And Rob Lightfoot is correct. You scored 33 points, you're supposed to win the game. I mean, like you said earlier, Jordan, you told me earlier, I can't remember if it was live or not, but if you'd have told me South Carolina would have scored 33 points against LSU and the way our defense has been playing, I would have told you we would have blown them out.
Me too.
33 points was more than enough for the win. We just couldn't get it done. So,
well, I mean, listen, I'm not going to sit on my soapbox, but I am. I got a week to do it, and that's what I'm going to ride it until the sumbitch sinks. And guess what? When it sinks, I got a motor to put on the back of it to keep it rolling. We got screwed.
Yeah,
we got screwed.
Oh yeah.
I'm going to ride it, and ain't nobody going to tell me no do. Any Tennessee fan wants to come on. Any Clemson fan wants to come on. Any Georgia fan wants to come on. Right? We showed the world today that we put Nussmeier on his ass. They ain't never had a sack in 2 games, and we are a team to be reckoned with. A team to be reckoned with, and we got screwed out of a win.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. PJ just said, anyone know if Brian Kelly took – huh?
I said, Sporty, tell me I'm wrong by what I just said.
Oh, not at all. 100% true.
Hey, anybody know if Brian Kelly took all the credit for the win? That's what PJ just wants to know.
Fuck Brian Kelly.
I watched a little bit of his post-game press conference. He said it was nice to get that win and battle back, is what he said. And then he said we lost one against Southern Cal, and we finished. We didn't finish in the Southern Cal game, and we finished in the South Carolina game. Is basically what he said.
You didn't finish shit. You were handed the finish.
Yeah. Hey, Brock Lee is correct. Oklahoma does look beatable.
Oklahoma is beatable. I'm gonna tell y'all something. Y'all take what I'm about to tell you. You take it to the bank. You cash that sumbitch in. You cash it in. We're gonna lose to Ole Miss, okay? Because their offense, I don't think we can stop. I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't think we can stop. We're gonna beat Missouri. We're gonna beat Clemson, and we're gonna beat. Now I'm about to say something. Y'all gonna think I'm crazy as hell. Y'all ready for this?
I'm waiting on you.
We're going to beat Oklahoma, too.
I could see that.
I could definitely see that. Oklahoma has looked horrific so far. I have a ton of concerns, particularly about that offensive line of theirs. And if it weren't for, they struggled against Houston. Now, we struggled against Old Dominion, but this is week 2 or 3 in the season where you generally figure things out more. And Oklahoma's, I think they struggled with Tulane as well today, I think. And now Tulane's a decent team, but Oklahoma's definitely, honestly, if I'm being real, I'd put Oklahoma and LSU around the same peg.
I agree with that. I agree with that.
If I were to rank the SEC teams, I would say that Oklahoma and LSU are about the same.
Sporty, I cannot disagree with a word you just said. I cannot. I agree with that. I really do. I really do. But I'm telling you right now, we're going to beat Oklahoma.
I can see it. I can definitely see it happening.
I think we're going to beat. We're going to beat our group of 5 schools. Okay, that's a given. Yeah, it
Yeah.
might not be pretty, but we're gonna because they play different than the way we play. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, sometimes
we're-
they run different systems. Sometimes
Yeah,
yeah.
but we're gonna beat them. We're gonna beat Vanderbilt. We're gonna beat Oklahoma. And I honestly, wholeheartedly believe we're gonna beat Clemson, and I think we're gonna beat Texas A&M.
A&M game comes at a really good time on the schedule. Homecoming
Right after a bye. Right after a bye.
Right after a bye week. This is a really, honestly, like the A&M game and the LSU game are two games in particular that, like, why did my preseason prediction? I picked us to go 6-6. I picked us to lose to Kentucky, but I picked us to beat both A&M and LSU. And I was just thinking, having these games at home versus on the road with these two opponents in particular is big. And the timing in particular for the A&M game really stood out to me because it comes after our second bye week, and A&M's got a tough stretch of games leading up to that, and I think the timing works out 100% in our favor.
I agree. I agree. And you know, I'm not one. I mean, hell, anybody watches my channel, and not too many people watch it. This is my first football season on YouTube. I started back in January. Sporty, you know that.
Yeah.
I'm real big into men's basketball, women's basketball, and baseball. But at the end of the day, did we make mistakes? Hell yes, a lot of them. But did we do enough to win the game? Hell
Yeah.
yes.
Yes.
I mean, hell, you were sitting there. You were sitting there.
I watched the entire game, and I had a perfect view. You want me to be honest with you? I was the first student to enter the gate.
Obviously, if you were sitting behind the hedges, I know you were.
I was the very first student. I was walking in with two of my friends. We were the first three people to walk into the student section. I left game day early to go to get out of the crowd and everything like that. We were the first people in the student section. So I had a perfect view the entire time. And you know how I am. You've watched my old videos that I used to make in the past. Like, I call it how it is. Like,
Yeah. I mean, me and you don't like sunshine pumpers.
No, not at all. Like, I've gone to war, like, against these sunshine pump, like the old not Spurs Up Show, the old Locked On Gamecocks host. Like, me and him went to war. He's gone now. Someone else is the new guy. I like him better.
Yeah, he just don't know what he's talking about. He don't know the team, but he is better. But he don't know the team.
Yeah. He's better, but honestly, I don't know if he could get much worse. Me and him went to war in the comment section. I was surprised he didn't kick me out of his comment section or like ban me from watching his videos or something like that. But I've gone to war on him. I've gone to war on like with a lot of students, like on just the whole sunshine pumping deal. And
well, hell, I mean, listen, Rooster and I are friends, okay? Talk all the time. But we've gone to war on our differences of opinion of the coaching staff. I mean, it is what it is. You know what, though? At the end of the day, we all have the same love and the same fanatic belief for our team.
yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I mean, that's what we are. I mean, Everybody says fans. Well, that's short for fanatics because that's what you are. We're all fanatics. And this is our team. This is our team. And we want the best for our players, and we want our coaches to do the best job they know how to do for our players to get better players to continue to progress. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And today, I'm going to say something. I'm going to give Shane Beamer credit where credit's due. Did I get pissed off a few times because I felt like we were up by 17 and he put it in cruise mode? Yeah, I did. I'm not going to lie. But I think Shane Beamer had our team prepared last week. I think he had our team better prepared this week. And why do I say Shane Beamer? Everybody likes to talk about coordinators and bad calls. At the end of the day, There's one man can override every damn call.
The
That's
head
the head
coach.
coach.
Yep.
That's right.
Yeah, they were just the halftime debacle, or the 30 seconds left at halftime, where we were just unable to set ourselves up for a field goal, because it was just a very, very doable situation. I mean, first down, you don't even have to call a timeout. The chains are still moving under 2 minutes. The chains, they can't run the clock until the chains
You talking about when we burnt 18 seconds for no reason? Yeah.
Yes, that's
Yeah.
exactly what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
We
Yeah.
screwed that situation up in such a pristine man. We screwed that situation up from being a pristine situation to go up by two scores, 11 at halftime, to not even getting anything out of it.
You know, Brock Lee just made a comment, and he made two of them. He said, we had a lot of recruits at the game today. Even though we lost, I don't think they saw anything that would make them not want to come to South Carolina. That I agree with, sir.
I'd agree with that as well.
Then he made a comment that 8-4 would be a hell of a season. With this schedule, absolutely. I agree 100% with both of those comments. Both of those comments.
Yep.
I mean, this is a brutal ass schedule. I don't think anybody has got a schedule other than maybe Florida that's harder than ours in the SEC.
Yeah, I'd say that Florida's definitely got the hardest. It's hard to make an argument against that, but I'd put us right there, number 2 in the SEC in schedule difficulty.
Yeah,
Now,
but you know why that happens, don't you? You know why that happens? Because we haven't been great.
right.
If you're a great team, and listen, I'm not asking for a weaker schedule. That's not what that. I'm not trying to sell that point. But if you're a great team, you're an Alabama, you're a Georgia, guess what? People don't want to play you. And these schedules are set like 2 years in advance. They be like, can I pick somebody else? Does that make sense what I'm saying?
Yeah, I understand what you're saying.
Yeah. But I saw something today. Take my anger, take the referees out of it. I saw something today that I truly believe, with the talent that we have on this roster, we showed the world today. And I don't know what LSU is going to do for the rest of the year. I have no idea. But I saw something today. If we can correct some small mistakes on the field and some coaching mistakes, we got a team to be reckoned with.
Absolutely.
I believe that. I believe that wholeheartedly. And I'm not a sunshine pumper. Anybody, y'all go to my channel and watch. I don't pump sunshine, not a nary damn bit. I call it like I see it. But we got a damn team now. We got a team. I told Chuck, he called me right after the game, and I said, you know what, Chuck? I said, let me tell you something. I said, you might think I'm crazy as 40 hells. He said, I thought that first time I ever met you. I said, well, that's fine. I said, but us not winning today in the fashion that we lost because it got taken away from us, it's probably not a bad thing. Because South Carolina, we got the chicken curse. Always have. I hope it goes away one day. But when we get some success, we seem to not coach and play as good as we normally would.
I agree with that. I feel like we do struggle with dealing with success. Like when we get a little bit of success, we get overwhelmed by it, and it gets to us a little bit, if that makes sense.
That makes perfect sense, and that's what I'm explaining. I mean, perfect analogy. But I believe us losing today is going to piss them off. And I mean everybody. I mean from the players, because the players can only do what they're coached to do. They can only run the plays that they are told to run, okay? But I think the coaching staff, I think this is going to be one of two things. I said this last week, but I'm really meaning it this week. That Kentucky win, in my opinion, made us bowl eligible. In my opinion, in my personal opinion.
Same here.
But this loss is either going to make us or break us.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, in all honesty, and what I say, I mean from a 5 to 6 win team to a damn 8 win team. This loss has just changed everything. And if we'd have won today, I don't think that we would have the same dog-eat-dog mentality for the next 3 games.
We would have gotten complacent.
Yep, that's what I believe.
Honestly, I am inclined to agree with you 100% because this is just the South Carolina way of how things have just been, honestly, forever. Like even going back to the teams that were really good for us, like back in the Spurrier days, like we'd do some good things, we'd get a big win, and then we'd get complacent and we'd think we can't deal with success. As soon as we get a little bit of success, we would think we're too good, or we'd look ahead in that sort of situation, if that makes sense.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it makes perfect sense. And, Brock Lee's making a lot of sense. He liked watching the offense. Brock, I'm going to be honest with you. You know me, and I know you watch my videos. Our offense today, this was in the first 19 minutes of this game, reminded me of Stephen Garcia, Connor Shaw, Lattimore. I mean, this reminded me of back in the day when we were great.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's the truth. Even the offensive line. I mean, god damn. I mean, we were knocking them boys 6 inches back. Now our defensive line, shit fire in the morning at the beginning of the game. That first 20 minutes of that game, we were knocking them 3 foot backwards. 3 foot back. And for whatever reason, we took off the pressure. We put Nussmeier, whatever. I don't give a shit what you call him. We put him on his ass so many damn times. He was scared. And we took it off. And I don't understand that.
Yeah, neither do I. I don't understand the rationale of going from a 4-man front to a 3-man front, especially you need an extra guy. They were starting to run it a little bit, and you need an extra 4th man, in my opinion, because Brian Kelly said it himself. If they line up 3-man front, we're just going to run it, and it showed. And there were definitely situations where we took off the pressure, and just in my head, I've been trying to fight. Last year, I was all on Clayton White for just misuse of personnel and just bad scheme. But this year I've been trying to be more complimentary and defensive of him. But I honestly can't defend the lack of, it's not even lack of adjustment. It's if it ain't broke, don't fix it type thing.
Yep.
Well, my thing is this. All right. I've always said this, and going back to what I said a minute ago, that this loss is probably going to help us more than it's going to hurt us.
Yeah.
Because in life, as you get older, Sporty, you learn more from failures than you ever learn from success.
That's
100% true.
And I believe that not just through the players, but I believe that through the coaching staff. And the coaching staff is probably going to say, yeah, we got hosed on 4 calls. 5 calls. Yeah, I mean, that's obvious. The whole fucking world sees that. I'm sorry for the language, but the whole world sees it.
Right. Yeah.
We got hosed. But at the end of the day, I hope they see, okay, this is what we could have done better. And the players feed off of the management, which is the coaching staff. They feed off of it because the coaching staff success is the player's success, the player's success, the coaching staff success. So I believe wholeheartedly that, I'm going to call it right now. We're going to win 7-8 games this year. I'm going to call it. I'm going to call it right now. Because this is a team, I'm telling you, if Lenore Sellers is healthy and his foot's not broken and he don't have something torn in his foot, torn.
Yeah.
This team, with the defense we have, it is a force to be reckoned with.
Yeah, I absolutely
that.
Agree.
Mm-hmm.
Now, listen, we're going to have to put up with the fumbles. We're going to have to put up with the damn interceptions. He's a redshirt freshman. How old are you, Sporty?
I'm 20, about to turn 21. Sellers is 19, younger than
That's
me.
what I'm saying.
Yeah.
If you'd have run out there today, could you have done a better job than him? Let me answer that for you. No, sir.
Absolutely not.
That's what I'm saying.
All right, everybody. Hey, the link's in there. Anybody want to jump on? Want to vent your frustration? Want to talk about the game? The link's in there. Anybody can hop on. Just keep it professional. What's up,
I don't know who that last comment made a lie.
Akbar?
Yep, said we did enough to win. The 12th man took us out. No, the zebra took us out.
Well, that's what he's talking. The 12th, 13th, and 14th man took us out.
Yeah, the zebra took us out.
Yeah.
Wait, by 12th man, did he mean the fans? The fans stayed the entire game, and that's one of the best.
I think he's talking about the officiating crew.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
That's the way I would take it.
Yeah, that's the way I take it too. But and you know what? You got to give Beamer. That's why Jackpot and everybody disagrees with me. Even Rooster. Hi, damn, if the wheels fall off the bus, they're firing Beamer. No, the hell, they're not going to fire Beamer.
No.
They're not going to fire Beamer. Let me tell you why.
Too much money, too much support.
Beamer's not going nowhere.
Thank you, Sporty. Thank you. There is not a time that South Carolina plays at home. There's not 80,000 people in those stands, and there's not a time that any money has come into this program than it is today, and that's because of him.
Yeah.
They are not going to fire him. I can promise you that.
Yeah. Brock Lee said the wide receivers are getting better fast, which is a good sign because in past seasons, it never felt like we were getting better while the other team were.
Yep.
Yeah, the wide receivers
and I'm going to say something. I wasn't impressed, but I like to see production by Nick Harper today. I did.
Well, yeah, 2 catches, didn't he?
Yeah, I like to see a little bit of production by him.
Yeah.
I still think he's in the wrong position, personally, but I like to see the production that he gave. Now, Dylan Stewart, he was double teamed the whole game. I mean, that was their game plan. They keep him out the backfield. But guess what?
Yeah.
We had another coming from the other side that put that some bitch on his ass every chance he got.
And he had to beat a very good left tackle. That Campbell guy, the left tackle for LSU is a very good left tackle. So shout out Kyle Kennard.
Yeah, he played his ass off.
Yeah, he had like 2 sacks, didn't he, or a sack and a half? So Kyle Kennard did play well.
I think he split a sack with Martin Scott. Yeah.
Today, even though we took an L, today, in my opinion, we just recruited some young men that we wouldn't have recruited 2 weeks ago that were in that stadium.
Yeah, it was a hell of a turnout for recruits today.
Yep.
They had to be impressed with what they saw.
Well, hell, I was. Take away the zebras and the mistakes we made. But anyway, look here, fellas. Them boys just texted me. They shot a deer back here behind the house. I heard the rifle go off about 15 minutes ago. Let me go back here and pull that deer out the woods.
All right, man. Be safe.
All right. Talk to y'all later.
All right, man.
All right. Talk to you.
All right. Bye-bye. And go Gamecocks.
That's right.
Yes, sir.
Brock Lee said the coaching staff in general is better because it feels like we're getting better each week and look much better than we were last year, even without Rattler and Leggett. Very true there, Brock. Let's see what Rob said. Everyone that believes, say a prayer for Fast Hill and Norris so we can upset Ole Miss in 2 weeks. Yeah, hopefully it ain't nothing serious. I think he said in the post game that he's fine, but we'll see. That's probably just his adrenaline, his youth speaking. So he'll probably know more tomorrow when he wakes up how well his foot's or how well his ankle is. I would think so. So, let's see. Rob said that 75-yard run was electric. Yeah, he took off, and that was a good run by Lenoris. That was pretty electric. Was he running towards the student section there?
Yeah, he was running right towards us.
I couldn't remember.
He was gone. No one even laid a finger on him.
Yeah. Cool. All right. Anybody else want to hop in and vent your frustration, talk about the game, whatever? The link's still in there. If not, I'm gonna shut it down here in about 5 minutes. So trying trying to spend some time with my wife and kids. So
I hear you. I won't hold you up.
no, you good, man. I'll stay on here about 5 more minutes if you want to talk or whatever. We can talk about the game. Like I said, I ain't gonna stay too long because want to watch some football up there and spend some time with the wife. So,
Sounds good. I hear you.
Rob said he sprained his foot. So yeah, we'll see. Like I said, we'll see coming this week. You know, I would think they would hold him out against Akron, but you never know.
Akron's one of the worst teams in the MAC.
Yeah, I mean, if they're gonna hold him out, this weekend would be the time to hold him out and let him rest. I think we should be a capable team without him to beat Akron.
Yeah, there's major concerns if we can't beat Akron without him, or can't even take care of business with Akron without him.
Yeah. Hey, SEC football too. The link's in the chat. So if you want to hop on, buddy. P Digits, appreciate you hanging out, man. Appreciate you hanging out in the live show today with the game. I appreciate your support, brother. And you, like I said, you're welcome to come back anytime. So
the good news with how things have gone so far is that there is a very strong likelihood that we will start the season 3-1. And that was one of the keys that I mentioned in my schedule when I was doing my schedule prediction, is that if we can go 3-1 in these first 4 games, then we have a pretty good chance of winning 6 or 7 games, in my opinion.
Yeah. Oh, definitely. David Green made a good point. He said finally we had a 100-yard rusher. Yeah. It was good to finally see one. It's been a while.
He had over 150.
Yeah, he had 143 yards.
Oh, almost 150.
Yeah.
Sellers was 80 something, I think.
Yeah, Sellers had 88. So, I mean, heck, I guess he probably had more than that, but didn't he get sacked? Did he get sacked a couple of times?
Yeah, he got sacked a few times.
Sellers might have had, huh? I didn't hear you. What did you say, Sporty?
No, I was saying Sellers probably would have had over 100 if you take the sack yardage out of effect.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. I'm not sure. I didn't really see all that, but he pretty close to 100 if he didn't. So, let's see here. Allah said the offense we waited for, Sellers needs these two for practice. Future looks great anyway. Go Cox. Yes, sir. Future does look good with Sellers. Let's welcome in SEC football too. What's going on, brother?
What's going on, fellas? How y'all doing?
Doing okay. How you doing?
Doing all right. How about you?
I'm still a little hurt. I'm not gonna lie, I'm still a little hurt. That was a tough one, man. That was a tough one. But I will say at the end of the day, I think there's a lot to like about this team. I mean, this team, they fought very hard. Were there mistakes? Were there self-inflicted wounds? Of course there were, but at the time, this team fought hard, and I think they showed us a lot to like.
Yeah.
And I do think the future is very bright. On the other hand, boy, I'll be surprised if that ref makes it out of Columbia alive. That one, I mean, insane, horrific calls. And
so is that where you went on your air a while ago to make sure that referee didn't get out?
Oh boy. But I'm just telling you, man, some of those calls, I've never seen anything like that. I've never seen anything like that. That was awful.
Yeah. Was you at the game today?
No, I couldn't go, unfortunately. I tried to, but I couldn't go. I'm going to be there next weekend, though, against Akron.
Oh, okay.
So, yeah. I'm a Gamecock. Win or lose, I'm still going to the games.
Oh, yeah. That's the Gamecock way right there.
Amen to that. Yep.
We're gonna pack the stadium whether we're winning or losing. So
that's right.
But yeah, it was a tough one to swallow, man. I tell you, them calls. Yeah, yeah. After the game, I just laid on my couch and I thought I was at the therapist. I just laid there and thinking, what the heck did I just watch? It was
immediately. after the game, the first thing I did was just go outside and then record the podcast because I needed to look at nature after that. And the entire time, I was just looking at trees for 5 minutes saying, what the hell did I just watch? Like, what just happened?
Yeah.
But
Yeah. I mean, it's
But at the end of the day, again, I think there's a lot to like about this team. I think this team is still very poised to make a bowl game.
it is.
I don't think this loss hurts your season very bad. Would it be nice to be 3-0? Absolutely, it would be. But
Yep.
again, there were things we saw. There were mistakes for sure, and tackling was very poor today. I said in my post game video, I think that needs to be cleared up. But
Mm-hmm.
when it came time to make a play, they made plays. They did everything they could to keep you in this game. And of course, the referees did just horrible stuff. I don't know how they ever got their job, but they better be investigated after that one because that was just absolutely terrible. I will literally assist in the investigation if I need to because wow.
Yeah, that was.
When your quarterback becomes a defender and he's like trying to block and he gets pushed down, I don't understand it.
Yeah, that call was kind of. Yeah, that was. Yeah, that one and the so-called horse collar. Them two right there are two of the worst calls I think I've seen this year.
Oh,
I don't. Yeah, how they got employed to be referees are beyond me. So they definitely come from the bayou.
oh yeah. But I will
So
say, Lenora Sellers with the longest touchdown run of any Carolina quarterback.
yes,
That was
sir.
awesome. I hope he gets healthy soon because we're definitely going to need him.
Mm-hmm.
Again, this team still has things to play for, still have opportunities. And at the end of the day, after next weekend, you're going to be 3-1, which is better than most people had you at. So,
Oh yeah, most people had us winning 4 games.
yeah, after that not
So
Georgia State, I'm about to say Georgia State. After that Old Dominion game, it was all doom and gloom, and then you blasted Kentucky. I mean, you're ahead of where
yeah,
everyone thought you would be. Still more to,
yeah.
accomplish, still more to do, but I'm still a believer in this team. They got things to clear up for sure, but I still think they can meet all their goals. That being said, fellas, I'm
Oh
going to
yeah.
go run. I just wanted to get my quick thoughts here. I love your show, Chuck. I love
Appreciate you.
everything y'all do. And go Gamecocks.
All right, man. Hey, it's good to see you back on YouTube, man. So keep going, keep grinding.
I appreciate it, bro.
Good to see you.
Appreciate you.
I think I'll let you go now.
All right, Ford. Huh?
I think I'll let you go now. Hang out with your wife and your kids and your family.
All right, man. You have a good one, man.
Thanks for having me on your show.
Oh, no problem, brother. No problem. Let's see here. The refs had money on the game, David Green said. All right, everybody. That was Gamecock Sporty, SEC Football Tube. Rooster jumped on. Jordan Dillmaker, come on. Anybody else want to come on and vent your frustration? This is the time. I'm getting ready to shut it down here in a few minutes. So anybody want to come on and just talk? Like I said, it was a hard fought game. South Carolina had the game won and got it taken away from them, and it's football. So, hell of a performance by Rocket Sanders. Had over 100 yards, had 143 yards on the ground on 19 carries. So about almost 8 yards a carry, 7.5 yards a carry. He had 2 touchdowns. Lenoris himself had 88 yards on 10 carries, 2 touchdowns. Got hurt. We wasn't the same in the second half. But we fought. We fought to the end and just could not complete the win, get the victory, right? Could not knock in the game time field goal down the stretch or down at the end. So we're gonna move on. We're gonna, as hard as it is to swallow this game, this loss, we're gonna move on. We got Akron coming up next Saturday. I'm not sure exactly what time that game is. I think it's like a night game, ain't it? Like a 7:30 kickoff on ESPN, I believe. I want to say it is. So got that game coming up. Be back at it. Then Make sure you guys are hitting that like button when you come in, when you come out, when you watch this video. Subscribe to the channel if you're new. It's always appreciated. Like I said, anybody who wants to become a channel member can do that. I offer that as well. Yeah, Rob Lightfoot says 7 o'clock. So there you go. I think it's going to be on the SEC Network too. So on that game, who knows? It might be SEC Network Plus. Who knows? But either way, we got Akron coming up in a week. We're going to lick our wounds, get back on the field tomorrow or Monday. Go watch the film tomorrow, I guess. Get back on the practice field Monday and get ready for Akron. Will Lenore's play against Akron? I don't know. Like I said, I think we're going to have to wait and see, how he wakes up tomorrow, how his ankle's feeling. I don't know if Beamer's going to keep him out of that game or what. We'll see going forward. I guess it all depends on how good Lenore feels on that ankle. Hopefully there ain't no fracture, no broken bone. Hopefully it's just a sprained ankle, like somebody said in the chat earlier. I think Rob said earlier. So hopefully it's a sprained ankle or something like that, and we can continue to roll with the North because the future is definitely bright with that young man. Just got to clean up some things, just like everybody said here in the chat or when they came on a while ago. Got to clean up some things offensively, defensively, looking pretty solid on defense. Got to clean up the run. I think Jordan and Rooster said earlier, they exposed our left side and we didn't adjust to it. So we need to learn to adjust to the game plan of the offense, and we'll be okay. We'll be okay going forward. But yeah, great. I guess a great win for LSU. Great comeback win for them. Hate to say it, but they won. Even though the better team didn't win, they won the game. But it is what it is. So with that being said, I appreciate everybody for stopping by. Don't look like nobody else is going to jump on. So I appreciate everybody stopping by. Rob, Scott, Rooster, Jordan, Dealmaker, Sporty, Gamecock Sporty, David Green, Scott Collins, Brock Lee. He said, keep getting better, bring in more recruits, and continue to build depth. Yeah. Yeah, well, there's a lot of recruits there today. Hopefully we can get some of them to jump on board and stay committed and be a Gamecock. So we shall see. All right, Scott, appreciate you stopping by, brother. Let's see. Rob said, watch your Western. It always helps me. Yeah, I like a good Western, but yeah, I'll be okay. I'm gonna relax with the family tonight and chill, and I'll be all right tomorrow. So can't dwell on this loss too long. So we got to get back at it. So, but all right, everybody. I think that's going to do it for us tonight. Like I said, appreciate everybody stopping by. Appreciate everybody hanging out, giving your thoughts and your take of the game. So, like I say, this is a channel. This post-game show is for you guys, the fans. So you guys are always welcome to hop on and give your frustration, vent your frustration. You're always welcome to hop on, give your praise of the team and your opinion. So with that being said, y'all make sure you hit that like, subscribe, comment. If you watch this video after, do them things. If you're not a Gamecock fan, or if you're a Gamecock fan, do that. And like I said, if you want to become a channel member, you can do that by getting the description and do that. So all that stuff's appreciated. Rob Lightfoot said, go Steelers. Maybe we'll get to see the rattlesnake. Oh, yeah, that's right. The Steelers play the Saints. Is that who they play? I don't know. I don't watch NFL that much. But, yeah, y'all have a good night, and we'll see y'all throughout the week on my content. And I'll be back here next Saturday for the South Carolina-Akron game. So with that being said, y'all have a blessed night. Oh, Dallas and the Saints. Oh, that's right. Dallas and the Saints. Yeah, y'all have a blessed night, and I'll see you guys in the next one.